Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Sunday. Y'all, so today's challenge is to show you a day in my life and to focus on body language. I think it's the best time to do this one because it's Sunday, and so because I'm looking from a director's point of view, I get to see people, and so like looking at body language is something that I already enjoy doing. Like me and mom can do a good people watching session, and I will make up a whole scenario with what they got going on. Y'all, I need lotion. Sweet baby Jesus. And so I'm excited to do that. One thing that I noticed about my own body language is like if I'm just sitting there, this is my go-to. Like it is my go-to. And I'm like, can we do something different today? So I'm going to challenge myself to not cross my arms during church. Because baby, that is my little safe place. Let me not be talking or doing anything. It's arm fold. And I wonder what does an arm fold necessarily. Maybe I'm protecting myself. Ew, is that what that means? I don't know. I'm just talking. But I do cross my arms quite a bit. That's interesting because yesterday at the party, while I was uncomfortable, not necessarily uncomfortable in a bad way, it was just like that wasn't my typical environment. I knew that I was focused on keeping my hands in my lap. And so it was like, because I guess arms folded can come off as close off-ish. Yeah, I think it does come off as close off-ish at times. So I'm going to try to keep my arms open and keep myself open for conversation today. I'm lying. I don't want the conversation. I don't. I'm a little bit emotional today, and so I think that's my thing of like I really just want to hide today, but I am going to pay attention to other people today. That's the goal. The goal is to hide and pay attention to other people. I could do that. I just don't want all the hugs today. I want my hugs from my core and just leave it right there. But I think my 5 that I really want to hug for them, they already know. So it's like cool. Because I think this is the other side of like the awkward grief conversation that I was having a few weeks ago. Is like when people can't handle your grief or it makes them awkward, then it's just like, oh, well, what do we talk about? Just like when you force conversation when you're grieving, baby, I'm not one to want to sit and talk about sad moments. Whereas I have a friend who will sit in every sad moment. And for me, I'm not trying to cry harder. Like, that's what I'm not trying to do. And even for mom will get quiet. And I'm just like, okay, let her be. I'll try to follow her lead and go from there. But I'm like, the rest of this, no ma'am, no sir. That's not what we're doing. That's not what I'm trying to do. So, let's get into service. And all I heard was, let's get back to eating, live on top of the world. Oh, baby, they out here working early. Parking lot ministry for 8 a.m. What y'all got going? Let's get back to eating, live on top of the world. All right. Happy Sunday. Mission accomplished. So the thing was like, spend the day with me. Y'all, I'm so glad I didn't try to record service today. So screens went out mid, like Pastor getting ready to preach, and screens just blinked off. Then we get it back on. We not being me, we being my brother. And then there's like jumping in the screen. I was like, this is distracting. He's like, let's just cut it off. So I run downstairs and cut off the screen so that it could not be a distraction, because that's exactly what it was. And so we were like, we'll just figure all of this out. So like in real time, my mind is going like, okay, in the future, if this happens, what do we need to do? How can we set this up for success? Is this a cord issue? Is this a us issue? Like, what is going on? So that's where my mind is. We had an awkward transition, but online looked so good. You could not tell that it was awkward in the transition. but it was awkward in the building. It felt like Pastor came out early, and from my point of view, it felt like he came out early and the song wasn't done. And so I didn't call for the podium to be pushed because I'm waiting to see if he's about to feel this song. Then I see his eyes cut and I was like, oh, he's ready for it. But the song was still going. I'm just like, this is awkward, but I can only do what I can try to do. And so I'm like, okay, cool. We're gonna go ahead and push the podium. So the podium is pushing it, Pastor moves into it, but online looked so good. So I can't even analyze what it looked like in real time. So now I'm over here like, okay, if Pastor walk, his walk is my cue. Don't matter what part of the song it is. But it's those things that like I will overanalyze quick, fast, and in a hurry. So I am headed to the house. I have 2 sessions that I need to edit. I need to repurpose some content for figure photography. And I think we need to make French toast today. I also need to make some biscuits today. Am I doing all of this today? Maybe, maybe not. I should have time. But first off, I just need to get in some darkness. The music did not help my head today. That's what it didn't do. So I tried to keep my headset ear covered at all time to help. And then it felt like the music was louder today, but I think it was my sensitivity to sound over anything else. So I'm grateful we made it, headed to the house to do what we do. So yeah. So y'all supposed to spend the day with me. My day has been spent at church and right here. That's it. I just got up from dinner listening to PMJ and I had to stop because I need to jump on the Zoom. Baby, PMJ needs to get out my business. It felt like the Holy Spirit was just like, oh, we finna read Brittany today. Bruh, I didn't cry. I done caught myself. I didn't cry again. All right, we're here. Here's my spend a day. That's it. I don't even know what to say right now. I don't know what to say right now. All I know is that all of the things that I am frustrated with is for a purpose. And I can't see it right now. That's the hardest part of it, is I can't see it right now. And I have to trust that God got me. And I honestly and I truly do. And it's still hard. And I'm like, all right, Lord. All right. It's when you go through some of your toughest battles and you're like, all right, I see you, Lord. I'm right there on the edge. And so if you were right there on that edge and the frustrations are frustrating you, don't give up. We not finna give up. If I can't give up, you can't give up. Don't do it. Hold on. Hang on. Get focused on your why all over again. But we not finna give up. We made it too far. There's too many things that, oh man. There's too many other things on the other side of this if I don't keep going. And I'm saying the same thing for you. So, are you in? Because we can't give up. That's what we can't do. And here we are just unfolding this thing called life. Because baby, this is life. This is life. Okay, so my backdrop people are running a sale on spring and Easter backdrops. Here is the struggle. Because spring is typically so colorful and bright, I struggle for my boy moms to love a backdrop as much as I would want them to. Like, it's just a hard battle because everything is flowers. Like, everything is flowers. And it's typically some shade of pink or purple in the backdrop. And so I'm struggling because I want it. Okay, let me slow down. When it comes to me doing daycare and Head Start photos, it is so easy to do it on what they call a suite, which is one that has background and floor included. And so that's what I'm looking for. I have one sweep that I can take into schools right now this spring. Otherwise, I'm lugging a floor, a backdrop, a stand, and then I'm trying to do props. All of this is big, bulky, and heavy. A sweep is literally just my backdrop. They stand on it. So I'm trying to find this one, and I'm struggling. Plus, I'm trying to find my spring for the studio, and it's just like, this is only making this headache worse in this moment. And I'm like, I need to order it by midnight today because I really want the discount. And because I'm planning on ordering two backdrops as well. And it's just like, bro, why is it not easy? Why is it not as easy to find a spring backdrop for my boys? I feel like the only way that I can do my spring with the boys is to do this born hay background. And I'm like, I don't like it. Like, I don't like it. It ain't it. And I'm just like, this is frustrating. So I'm not sure. I have like 8 tabs open right now. We'll see what we get. We'll see what we get. Then I'll show y'all. But I promise y'all, I've been sitting here for 30 minutes looking at stuff, and I'm just like, everything has flowers. Like, it's spring. I don't know. All right. So since I'm taking y'all along on the day with me, so I made a TikTok. I have Figaro, but I did a separate one to do Brittany unfolding clips. Y'all, why is it so scary? Why is it so scary to post these doggone clips? But I'm over here paying for a nap, and then it was like, just connect TikTok to it. So I did it. And I'm over here like, Brittany, I don't like it. This is the moment where I want to hide. I want to hide. It is safe on YouTube for me. TikTok is not safe. But here we are. We did it. That was a great way for me to close off my first 12 week. Go online. You ain't at the end. This is just week 8. I'm ending February, going into the last 4. Will my newborn table get here? I don't know. I hope so, because no. I thought it said it was shipped in January. Am I tripping? Did I order that 4 weeks ago? Maybe we should check that. But here we are to the last 4 weeks of this 12 week here. How will it look? How will it look? How will it pan out? I don't know. I have done one newborn session. I need to reach out to my client because she had her baby. Yeah, that needs to be on the schedule this week, but I'm not going to do it today. Yeah. What will this next one look like? I don't know. I haven't planned that far. Let me finish these 4. See, that's me. I would jump ahead. It's like, girl, slow down. Finish this 12 before you even start. Because you need to see what you're about to pivot and do for the next. Okay, back to work. Okay, bye. So I feel like I failed at a good spend the day with me, but I'm going to also be like, y'all typically spend the day with me. So, ta-da, nothing special. Like, for real though. A Sunday for me is literally getting up, quiet time, grab breakfast, get out the door. Church from 8 to 12, come home, watch change from 12:30 to 2 or 1:45-ish, and go to the computer and edit. Like, that's what a Sunday is for me. And that's what today was. Y'all, I have not picked out a background. I have one, and I just took one out of my cart. I don't know. I'm struggling. Because I'm also like, Brittany, you have at least 10 spring backdrops. So, I don't know. I think it's the pressure of knowing that you need something new. Maybe not need. For the clients who typically come, I feel like I need something new for them. I don't know. And then, like I said, I'm still battling with a good background for boys. So, I don't know. but I need to figure something out within the next hour and a half before it hit midnight, because I would be highly upset if I do all of this and not order something. So yeah, we're gonna figure something out as soon as I get done with this. Before I even edit y'all, I gotta pick a background. That's the plan. And then the other part of March Madness Challenge today was to pay attention to body language. So I don't think I did a great job at church. Well, no, let me tell you how I failed with it. So in my opinion, Pastor came out earlier in the song than he normally does. And so then I had to pay attention to his body language. And I feel like I failed because I was like, why is Pastor looking like that? Like, I am one to pay attention to mannerisms over and over so that I know what each mannerism means, if that makes sense. So because I'm looking at it from a director's point of view, I'm looking at like, why is she looking like this? Why is the minister of music looking like this? She needs something. Something isn't right. And I'm just like, I just feel like I failed. But then looking at Pastor Darius Daniels, man, it was a moment. Ooh, okay, maybe I did pay attention. Maybe I did. So there was a moment in worship for Change today where no one was singing, but you could feel the spirit was so heavy in that doggone building. It was like, oh my goodness. And so like, there were people still coming to the altar, like on their knees. And I'm like, this is a good thick moment where you could feel it through the screen, but also watching people. Because there's some moments where you can watch church online and you can see the line of, what's the correct terminology here? You can see the line where, here's the line where these people just don't care. Like, I hate to say it like that, but it's a line of participation. Yes, good word. Where I'm here because I need something. And then there's the line where I'm here because this is where somebody told me I needed to be here, or I knew that I should be. Good line. And you did not see that line today. And I was like, okay. Then like, I'm watching the body language of the ushers. Like, they're ushers. I don't even know if that's a technical term for them, but baby, they be on their tissue. It's the way that they walk. And it's like, if I needed one, I knew where it was. Because typically I'm trying to identify a tissue box around me, because why? I'm a crier. So I'm like, where's the closest tissue box? And so in my desk upstairs, I'm like, I try to keep one here as the centralized one. And like, if we run out of tissue, I'm like, hey, I'm radioing down. Can you bring me up a tissue box on your way back up? But that's just me. And so it's like, I pay attention to there. And then I'm not going to say that Pastor Darius is not, well, no, he's not one of the, how do you say it? There's different type of worshipers. And so you could tell when he's in his vibe, but it's not going to be like this huge moment for him. You felt it. And then he had his moment and he turned around and I was like, oh, there it is. Like, these are the moments. And it's like, So like, paying attention to people's body language is like, you can learn a lot. But what I did notice, I did keep my arms folded in church today, but I don't know why. It was a lot going on. So like, even when I was sitting in my chair in front of the computer, there was a moment when our screens went out and it was like, there's nothing that I could do in this moment. I'm looking at my brother like, what you want me to do? And he's like, so we just looking and I'm like, okay. Like, Brittany, what you finna do? And so I knew that like I had my arms folded tight, because I was like, okay, whatever he tell me to do, I'm about to go. Like, wherever. He was like, okay, let's go down and go turn the TV down. So I was like, give me the remote control, ran downstairs, hit the back corner, turned off the screen so that it could not be a distraction. I'm like, okay. But I noticed me, but I also am like, I'm awkward. That matters. That I am. So that I do know. So yeah. So here we are, closing out this vlog. What are we gonna put in the comment section, y'all? If you made it this far in the video, drop me a sun emoji in the comment section. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow. Make this week amazing. Don't let nothing, when I say nothing, don't let nothing mess up your week. Okay? Love you. Bye.